Welcome to Facts for Real Videos. Elon Musk presented his ambitions to build the Hyperloop in August 2013, a bold undertaking that would alter the way we think about public transport. Hyperloop was advertised as a speedy form of transportation that would outpace commercial aircraft, weather-resistant and entirely powered by renewable energy. But roughly 10 years after Musk's statement, numerous businesses and organizations what has been actually done to make this vision a reality, except working on the concept? Will the Hyperloop ever actually exist? Or is it yet another unrealistic vision for the future? Never likely to occur? Let's investigate. Only 3.2% of our viewers are currently has joined our channel, so be sure to click that button if you like our videos. Here is a brief summary about the Hyperloop in case you have already forgotten about it. This cutting-edge innovation, the concept for an extremely fast form of transportation. Elon Musk did not actually come up with the idea for vacuum tunnels. The idea actually dates back as long as a railway system was first patented in 1799 by an English mechanical engineer named George Minhurst. It was capable of using pressurized tubes to quickly move both passengers and freight. This idea would later lead to a number of unique innovations with various names, including such as the vacuum tube, atmospheric rail, pneumatic railway, and ultimately, Elon Musk's Hyperloop. The commonality throughout all of these items, notwithstanding their modest differences, is the idea of running trains or pods via a tunnel or tube that has been emptied. This approach would greatly lower the drag, causing amounts of friction and air resistance that would otherwise exist and stopped anything moving within. Theoretically, this lessened air resistance would have facilitated the development of this technology for hypersonic passenger transport. This identical concept serves as the foundation for Musk's Hyperloop, which has three primary components. The initial is either an above or below ground sealed tube or tunnel. It will take this tube a partial vacuum to reduce drag and enable rapid motion of passenger pods. The next component, the pods themselves, which will transport passengers in a pressurized setting, the tubes with contrast. Last but not least, Musk's concept requires the addition of specially constructed terminals that would control the movement of people into and out of the pressurized pods. These devices will also need to be capable of holding the tube's low pressure environment. The pods approach and leave the station. 1. In Elon Musk's Hyperloop white paper from 2013, he described his ambitions to build a Hyperloop track that would start in Los Angeles in Alpha 1, in a direction that would nearly follow the interstate, to the San Francisco Bay Area 5 roadway in one direction. According to Musk, this proposed solution will reduce the typical and estimated top speed would reduce the 6-hour travel from Los Angeles to San Francisco to just over half an hour. A speed that is greater than 200 kilometers per hour, or almost the speed of sound. Alternative businesses that have been around for 10 years have proposed plans for alternative routes, are responsible for the Hyperloop's ongoing development. These routes comprise a few of the boring companies: Washington, D.C. to New York, Chicago to Columbus to Pittsburgh through Hyperloop 1, and Calgary to Vancouver via Transpod Edmonton and the Abu Dhabi, Dubai Hyperloop TT. Prior to delving into what transpired with these proposed Hyperloops, we would want to express our gratitude to Surfshark VPN for supporting the video. Are you aware that websites frequently charge various rates depending on where you are? Utilizing Surfshark VPN, you can quickly alter your by connecting to one of the more than 3,200 servers spread over more than 100 nations. Switch on. You can change your virtual location with Surfshark VPN and take advantage of the best prices. Moreover, it aids in keeping you safe online. When your internet info isn't protected, your passwords, credit card numbers, and personal information are all easily stolen by hackers, especially when conducting online banking. You can stay safe thanks to Surfshark VPN. You may check out their service and receive 83% off plus 3 months for free by clicking the first link in the description. Free! Additionally, you can use as many devices as you wish with only one membership, and even invite your friends to the account. We appreciate your support of our videos. Let's return to the Hyperloop at this time. When Musk initially revealed his intentions, he did it in a way that prompted others to enhance Hyperloop in the 2013 white paper. His thoughts: Additionally, the Hyperloop Alpha, which was developed by both Tesla and SpaceX, was even a design that is open source and available for anybody to use, alter, and improve as they see fit. SpaceX even created a 1.6-kilometer test track in Hawthorne by the year 2015, which was afterwards utilized as part of an annual exam to evaluate pod designs developed by various organizations and universities. The corporation sponsored a design contest, too. Hyperloop One is a representative of these businesses, possibly leading the way in Hyperloop technology worldwide. The business was established and was formerly known as Virgin Hyperloop One until 2014. Their objective was to transport bringing the Hyperloop idea to life. Even though the organization has made significant technical advancements prior to Musk's 2013 proposal, the fundamental idea of transporting pressurized tubes with evacuated pods are still present. Hyperloop is the leading Hyperloop participant. One is likely the business that has made the most progress in terms of developing and testing. The technical. They had already finished construction on a 500-meter test track in Nevada by October 2016, which they dubbed the Dev Loop, short for Development Loop. They informed the public in July 2017 that they released their XP-1 prototype pod to the public. 3. This model would soon change the globe. When it reached a high speed of 387 kilometers per hour in December, Hyperloop technology set a new speed record. 4. With the XP-2 prototype pod from Hyperloop One, which debuts in November 2020, when the business completed the first human experiment. It was a significant advancement of a transportation system akin to the Hyperloop. The experiment was carried out in Nevada at Hyperloop One and peaked at 172 kilometers per hour, 5, on the track. Regardless of whether this was a significant development, criticism of Hyperloop technologies has highlighted how Hyperloop One's the most recent developments were a far cry from what the Hyperloop was intended to be. For one, the innovative idea of the Hyperloop was expected to completely alter the landscape, similar to how the commercial airplane did decades ago in terms of transportation. But what the Hyperloop, only a small portion of what was originally envisioned, has been achieved. The maximum rates achieved by the company's test pods never came close to the 200 kilometers per hour projected speed of the Hyperloop. It also didn't help that the business declared it would stop by early 2022. Creation of a Hyperloop system for passenger transit rather than one for cargo transportation. During this shift, Hyperloop One also let go of more than half of its whole personnel, 6, making it the first company to do so. An end to Hyperloop development for people transportation and a lack of commitment. Hyperloop Transport Technologies is another significant company in the Hyperloop industry. Hyperloop TT is an American research organization that concentrates on creating commercial transportation systems using Hyperloop by Elon Musk. Compared to Hyperloop One, they are still developing their systems at a far earlier stage. The only full-scale Hyperloop test track in the world is located at Hyperloop TT, is situated in Toulouse, France. The first company in the world to use Hyperloop TT Quintero 1, a full-scale passenger capsule for the Hyperloop 9, will be on display. The business also has aspirations to build a high-speed cargo and freight infrastructure in Hamburg, Germany, or the Hyperport, as they will name it. This forward-thinking port will utilize automated driving and management technologies to move containers between different vacuum-sealed rails-linked ports. Along with the plans already discussed, in order to build a Hyperloop, Hyperloop TT has also secured an agreement with Abu Dhabi, a network connecting the city to Dubai. However, in spite of all these accomplishments and agreements, making Musk's 2013 notion a reality is still a long way off for Hyperloop Transport Technologies. Although the business has built the first Hyperloop capsule of its kind, there hasn't been much to no news regarding how it's doing right now. Initial plans called for, however, this never happened. It was supposed to be prepared for passenger usage by 2019. Including the Abu Dhabi, it appears that the track, which was planned to be available for commercial usage beginning in 2023, is still a long way off. Contrary to Hyperloop One, though, Hyperloop TT appears to be still completely committed to building a Hyperloop. A fast, efficient mechanism for moving people over great distances. Where their research and development will lead them can only be determined with time. Elon Musk and the Boring Company are also experimenting, despite their present project priorities, into technology akin to the Hyperloop. Musk established the Boring Company in 2016, an establishment and tunnel boring business that seeks to build loops, or intercity transportation lines. Musk's loop promises to circumvent the escalating traffic issue in Los Angeles by a network of tunnels beneath that could move traffic without getting backed up. Like the Hyperloop, the autonomous electric vehicles that make up these loops would serve as vehicles might be transported using skates at up to 240 kilometers per hour. By 2021, one such system will really be finished and running, despite being in a very different condition than what was previously promised. Las Vegas. In April of that year, the Vegas Convention Center loop system was launched, and was the target of scathing online criticism, possibly deservedly. 2 parallel, 2.7-kilometer-long tunnels made up the completed loop system in Las Vegas, where Teslas would simply pass through each other. The projected underground system is far away. The finished Las Vegas has autonomous skates that transport vehicles between stations. Loop was essentially just a highway beneath the ground. The very issue the loop makes things worse. A line of puzzle pieces that was attempted to solve made its way into the tunnels, as seen in an online video. Underground traffic bottleneck of Teslas. 8. The relationship between Elon Musk and his companies have been utterly mum about their Hyperloop plans for many years. Late in 2022, even claimed that SpaceX's Hawthorne test track for the Hyperloop parking lot was built in its place when the structure was demolished. 11. This resulted in many believe that Musk has completely ceased supporting the project. However, the Boring Company's official Twitter account posted shortly after this information images with the description "new full-scale testing track" that show what appears to be this. The phrase "full-scale Hyperloop testing" has begun. 12. According to additional reports, the Boring Company seeks to enhance and subsequently expand their current Las Vegas loop system. Built. 13. Demonstrating once more that Musk is still committed to advancing the technology. Although the Hyperloop may be a breakthrough technology that changes the way transportation is done in the future, its development is hampered by a number of intrinsic issues. Since Musk published the When Hyperloop Alpha debuted in 2013, many people questioned if the idea could actually work, noting issues with engineering, practicality, safety, and economic viability. The challenge of maintaining a nearly flawless system is one of the biggest obstacles to the Hyperloop concept. Hundreds of km of tubes underground are vacuumed. It was a significant event, a difficult task to ensure that the entire track would be sealed as one tiny unit. A leak might shut down the entire system. The passenger is yet another issue with the design. Experience. Critics claim that passing through a cramped underground passageway in a small pod acceleration in a tunnel at nearly supersonic speeds would be extremely noisy and uncomfortable for the travelers. This doesn't even include the potential for emergencies and malfunctions while positioned in the center of these low-pressure underground tubes. Last but not least, it has been noted how Musk's estimated cost for the proposed less than $6 billion for the Angeles to San Francisco route is a gross underestimation. And underestimating the true expenses associated with developing such a system. 10. Do you believe the Hyperloop will ever replace conventional transportation methods? Or would it continue to be simply a futuristic idea that is never going to be real? Let us know in the comments section. We appreciate your time and hope to see you in the next video.